I get more excited than anything. Like, that's my zone, that's where I feel, that's my bread and butter, that's what I was born to do. I think the only time I had fear was when I was 16. And that was the first ever time I got into a kickboxing / Muay Thai kind of matchup. And I'll say at the time I let the butterflies get better of me, but by second round I washed it away. And from there on, I just gained experience and confidence by just knowing how great I am. I define great by hitting your potential every time you can, being great at everything, even on your bad days, on an everyday basis. The things that get me motivated is my past, present and future. I've seen from my mum struggle, from pain struggles to put food on the table for me when I was younger. I use that as motivation. I use the potential, the greatness I see in myself in present to get me through days of today, and then for future, I think of, yeah, again, my mum, my family, my future kids, my wife, how great I can be, being a world champion, changing the way people view MMA, especially in the UK. That's what motivates me every day. One of the emotions I feel before a fight, I would say, is dead pressure. What I mean by dead pressure is notice when people, when they get pressured into situations, they start cracking. You see the floors, they start sweating and such like that. When I say dead pressure, I mean as in I'm emotionless. I feel the pressure, but I excel under that. I noticed when I started training, I perform best when I'm under pressure. So when I say dead pressure, as in I don't care. I don't care what it is. I love that moment. That's what I live for. How I started MMA is actually a funny story. One day, I was about 15, and I randomly bought a UFC video game, which, to be honest, I didn't like fighting games. Like, I never had one fighting game in my whole collection. And I bought it, and instantly I was obsessed, I was addicted. Before you knew it, I started knowing the names of submissions and moves, and knowing how to do it and etc. like that. Before you know it, I was researching the closest places to be able to train by myself. I found local jiu-jitsu clubs and Muay Thai clubs. And that's when I started to really take it seriously and found a full-time MMA gym. The MMA is mad misunderstood. Why I say that is because people think we're savages, like we're bodybuilders, etc. like that. And truth be told, the greatest fighters in the world are not massive. They're skilled, they're hardworking, they're determined, they're dedicated. And to be honest, most of us are humble. Like for me, for example, like people would never think I'm an MMA fighter until I tell them, and then they see what I do. So yeah, we are really misunderstood. If the media paid more attention to MMA, like they do with boxing, boxing gets a lot of attention. So for example, Anthony Joshua and etc. like that, if we got the attention as boxing does, people won't think of MMA as savage, violent, cruel and reckless. They would actually see the truth behind MMA and how humble we are as people.
1, 2.
The things I've got running through my head for the future, the greatness, the things I want to do, words can't express how excited I am, because I want to take MMA to a great level. So due time you'll see, grind for greatness, due time you'll see. I've always been my biggest critic. So to be honest, I don't have any regrets, but I've always seen myself being further than I am today. But everything happens for a reason, and I know due time, MMA scene in my division is going to be mine. I've got this phrase, grind for greatness, which is hashtag grind for greatness, which I've used in every aspect of life. I understood from a young age that you don't get where you want to be unless you grind, unless you can see the greatness in your potential, unless you can see how great you could be. I use it in every aspect of life, whether it's work, eating, training, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm always saying the phrase grind for greatness and trying to put it in everyone else's mindset. If I could send a future message to myself, I'll say 20 years from now, I would say keep grinding. Keep grinding and grinding and grinding, because I know for a fact, the day of today, I know for a fact, if I keep grinding, the sky is the limit. Like, greatness is the limit. I've noticed everything I've grinded through, I'll come out on top. People almost don't expect me to lose now. I'm under that watchful eye, people always expect me to win. So grind for my mum, my family, my future wife, my future kids, everyone. Keep grinding, and then greatness will be there.